I was coming back. Okay, well, first I think we're gonna do the check-in. I just wanna check in and see where you're at on a scale of like 1 to 10 being the most grounded, 1 being the least grounded, or 0. And then same scale for the level of aliveness, which means like, are you tired? You know, do you feel energetic? And if you're coming in with anything that you're holding on to or that is showing up. So yeah, whoever wants to go first.
I'll go. What was the first one? Was how grounded do I feel?
Yeah.
I would say an 8. Yeah, feel pretty grounded. Aliveness, maybe a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just I think just coming in with a general stress that just sort of lives there for various things kind of going on and navigating and stuff like that. So yeah.
Where do you feel that stress in your body?
It usually lives in the head, sometimes in the throat and the chest, but predominantly in the head.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it like, what's the sensation that you're feeling in your head?
Not really cloudy or foggy. It's kind of just like a pressure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Physical pressure.
Yeah. Just like kind of like it's hard to describe.
Yeah.
Like a warmth-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
What about you, Martina?
Groundedness from 0 to 10. Maybe like a 3. Aliveness like a 1, maybe. And then check-in, having a very high level of stress happening lately, and especially these last few days. So done lots of like processing with my mind and like talking, but not much with my body.
Okay. And where do you feel that stress in your body right now?
In my throat and in my chest.
Okay. Okay. How did you sleep last night?
Okay.
Yeah.
Woke up a lot, but not well rested, but I know I slept.
Okay, so there's a high level of fatigue, like mentally and physically. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okie dokie, so I'll explain what TRE is, and then I know you both have done it before. It's just to practice the introduction, and then we're going to do the exercises, and after the exercises we're going to go into a 15-minute tremor, and then we're going to stop it, integrate it, and then debrief. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you know, TRE stands for Tension Trauma Releasing Exercises. It was created by Dr. David Berselli, who's a trauma specialist. He worked in war-torn countries with a lot of bombing around, and so he would find himself in bunkers quite a bit with other people when bombing was going on. And so what he observed when a bomb would go off is everybody would actually contract forward, which comes from the psoas muscle, which is like a really deep muscle in the core. And so that obviously is like a protection mechanism. And he noticed that he felt a tremor, like a tremble or a shake afterwards, but wanted to keep it in because he didn't want to scare the kids. But he also noticed that the kids were tremoring after. And he thought that was really interesting. Then he noticed that the kids would actually be able to connect more afterwards after they were tremoring, but the adults stayed distant and weren't really able to interact as well as the children. And so when he went back home, he started to have PTSD symptoms, and he dove deeper into trauma and into what it is, because he basically figured out that it doesn't only live in the head, it also lives in the body. And so he started studying more around that. And he used mammals as an example where in the wild, if they get attacked, or like a prey gets attacked by a predator and gets away, he studied that the prey would actually shake and then it would go on with their day. So as mammals, he figured that we have the same mechanism. And he figured that the tremoring from the children that he saw was actually connected to releasing the trauma. So he came up with 7 exercises that actually creates the tremor, or not creates, but actually engages the tremor and starts the tremor. And what's interesting is we store the fight, flight, and freeze reaction in our psoas muscles. So we want to keep that in mind when we're tremoring and observing if we get into the freeze, the fight, or the flight. And your body will talk to you. The body is super smart, and it actually will do what it needs to do to release whatever needs to be released. And what's interesting with the tremor is it's actually, so let's say we get into a stressful situation, we don't complete the cycle, and with the tremor is actually a completion of the stress cycle, so that we can actually release it and go on with our day. So he found that it was really beneficial for like a overall well-being or wellness in the body, and just like being calmer and more relaxed. And personally, as you guys know, I found so helpful for PTSD and depression and anxiety, and for my sleep, and even tremoring while pregnant has been very, very interesting. So we're gonna do those 7 exercises, and then we're gonna go from there. Do you guys have any questions about the process?
No.
Okay, awesome. So we're gonna stand up. The first exercise, so watch me first for all the exercises, and then you guys can do it. But the first exercise is to ground ourselves and wake up the nerve endings of our feet, our toes. So watch me first, I'll do it, and then we'll actually do this one all together after. So what we want is we want a good bend in our knees. We don't want to lock the knees up, good bend. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go from one side to the other, going on the outside of one foot and the inside of the other one. And we're just gonna move from side to side and just really feeling the ground underneath you and feeling your toes and all the sensations that you have in your ankles, so that you actually ground yourself. So we'll do about 5 to 10 times each side.
Okay.
So we'll do it together. Okay. Make sure you have a good bend in the knees. And just noticing here your feet and your toes. You can play with leaving your eyes open or having your eyes closed, seeing what the difference is for you. And when you're done, you can shake it out. Awesome. Okay, the next one, we're just going to use this wall, or you can use one of the stools as well, just making sure we're in the angle. Once again, just I'll demonstrate first and then you can do it. So this one is just a calf raise. We still want to have a bit of a bend in the knee. And what we want to do is we want to lift the leg that's not working. And we want to go up onto the ball of your foot, and that's going to create a fatigue in the calf muscle. What you want to do is you want to go up and not actually touch the ground with your heel. And here what you want to what you're looking for is a 7 out of 10 on the fatigue scale. So we don't want pain or burning or anything like that. We just want a level of fatigue. So it might be 2 or 3, depending on where you're at. And so once you're done, when you hit your 7, you shake it out. And you just do the same thing on the other side. You lift up without touching your heel on the ground and keeping a bend in the knee. And then you shake it out.
And just for that, I'll just use it.
Yeah, absolutely. So whenever you're ready. So keeping a good bend in the knee, that's working, yeah. And then tracking, just really feeling the muscle in your calf. When you hit your 7, you shake it out. Nice.
Just my balance.
And shake it out. Awesome. Okay, the next exercise is to fatigue your quad muscle and your glute muscle and to stretch the hamstrings. So what you want to do is you want to have your feet about shoulder width apart. One foot's going to be a kickstand, but we don't really want to put any weight. It's just to keep the balance. The weight is going to be on the front foot. So you want to keep your hands just like a tripod here. You want to relax your head and relax your jaw. And what you want to do is you want to sit back like you're sitting in a chair. So you want your leg with your ankle about 90 degrees. And you're going to go up, and that's going to stretch the hamstring. So when you go down, it works the glute and the quad. And then when you go up, it actually stretches the hamstring. Same thing here, 7 out of 10 on a fatigue scale. And once you're done, one leg, you just shake it out, and you do the exact same on the other side, releasing the head and going down. Again, front foot is the one that's holding the weight. And then when you hit your 7, you shake it out.
Just based on your own flexibility type thing?
Yeah, so if you need, you can use a chair if you actually can't put your hands on the ground.
I think I will. It's just like the range of motion.
Yeah, you do your range of motion, but if it's too much, we can use a chair that you can actually just go like this. So see how you're doing with the. So we want to make sure we release the neck. Yeah. And making sure that the knee doesn't go over the shoulder, so we're on it a little bit back in our heel, yeah. Releasing the head and the jaw. And when you hit your 7, you come up and you shake it. And then you switch. Releasing the head. Yeah. And just really focusing on the glute muscle and the quad, and when you stretch, focusing on the hamstring. Awesome. And come up and shake it out. Yes. Awesome. Okay. The next one is to stretch the inner thighs and the lower back. So what you want to do is you want to have your legs further apart than shoulder width. And then, so what you want to do is actually bend your knees and fold forward. Again, releasing the head, releasing the jaw. And what you're going to do here is you're going to take 3 breaths in the middle. Then you're going to switch to one side. You're going to take 3 breaths here. Switch to the other side, 3 breaths. And then you're going to put your hands through and 3 breaths. And then once you're done, you're just going to come up slowly and shake it out.
So one more time is spread apart,
Yep.
slight bend right down.
Yep.
Shake the head out, 3 breaths,
3 breaths in the middle.
3 breaths, 3 breaths.
3 breaths, and then
3
3
breaths.
breaths. Yeah, but I can guide you if I see.
Okay.
Yeah, you can turn sideways if that works better. Whatever works. And good bend in the knee. Yeah. Trying to notice the stretch in the inner thighs. Martina, would it be more comfortable to have your legs a little bit more apart? Is that
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, of course. And releasing the head and the jaw. Three breaths in the middle, 3 breaths on one side. And on the other side, and then through. Once you're done, come on up and shake it out.
Had some tremor action going on there.
Yeah. Where was it?
My legs.
Okay.
Can't tell if there's just like a lack of flexibility or.
Shake it out. Awesome. Okay, the next one is to actually open the psoas muscle. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our feet shoulder width apart. And what you wanna do is you wanna put your hands like you're putting your hands in pockets. Watch me first and then you guys can do it after. And what you wanna do is you, again, have a bend your knees. And we don't want to go into a back bend here. We actually want to push your hips forward like you're pushing a drawer without that opening in the chest here. So, and then so what you want to do here is you want to take 3 breaths in the middle with mouth open. You're going to turn to one side, turn your body and go over your shoulder. 3 breaths here while still kind of having the push with the hips. Same thing on the other side. 3 breaths here, and then 3 breaths in the middle. I personally like my chin to be leveled because I have neck stuff, but if it feels better to look up, you can also do that.
So 3, 3, 3.
So 3, 3, 3, 3.
Okay.
And when you come up, you shake it out.
Okay.
So good bend in the knees, yeah, and pushing, yeah. With the hips forward, just feeling the stretch in the front of the body here. 3 breaths in the middle. Just noticing the stretch, noticing if the tremor
I already feel it.
is starting. And we want to turn the whole body or the shoulders as well. Yeah, looking over the shoulder. Great. once more in the middle when you're done on the side. And shake it out. And you're done. Awesome. Shake out the legs. Shake out the body. Yeah. Okay, next one we're going to use the wall here for a wall sit. This is the last one before we go down on the ground and do the floor exercises. So this is perfect so we don't slide. What we want to do is we want to go into a chair. And it's the same thing with the scale, 7 out of 10. And we're going to use the 5 this time as well, 5 out of 10. So what you want to do is you want to go down on the wall, making sure that you can still see your toes, shoulder width apart. And you're gonna go down, until you hit a 7 out of 10. When you hit your 7, you come back up and you wait till it goes down to your 5. And then you go back down into it until the 7 and go back up for your 5. We're gonna do that for about 3 to 5 minutes, depending on where your nervous systems are at. Sorry, I forgot to show something. Once you're done here, you're gonna push off the wall with your hands, fold forward with a really good bend in the knees, relaxing the head, and just, stretching the lower back here, just giving your body a break. So, and then you're gonna come up slowly and shake it out. You might notice your tremor starting, or you might not. If it becomes too much, you can push yourself off the wall and go into a forward fold. We might not do the full 5 minutes, if that makes sense. So shoulder width apart. If you can have your feet a little bit closer, yeah. And going down. I'm just noticing. That's okay. What are you noticing, Martina?
My legs are they feel very weak.
Okay. So go just there.
Okay.
And try and see.
Yeah.
I'm just noticing this is to fatigue the quad muscles as well. Just focusing on that, seeing if the tremor is showing up anywhere in the body. As well as feeling your feet on the ground. What are you noticing, Chris?
Little slight tremors
Where are they showing up?
in my legs.
Okay. If you feel too activated here, you can always, like I said, push yourself off the wall and go into a forward fold. fold. So you can come off the wall after this one. Push yourself off and go into the forward fold. Martina, you can just shake it out. And just feeling your feet on the ground. Coming back to the body. Awesome. Shake it out. Okay. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to demonstrate on the floor first. And then you can, it's a lot of information, so I'll guide you through it, but I'll show you the whole thing and then I'll guide you. So the first one, what we want to do is we want to take a rest. So, sorry, my back is a little sore. So you have 3 options. You can take a rest in the butterfly position if that feels okay on your body. You can take a rest in the tent position, which is knee in, feet out. Or you can take a rest with your legs out. So I'll demonstrate the butterfly position. So you're just gonna be here, we're gonna be here for about a minute. And when the minute is over, I'll cue you and I'll say, lift into a bridge, which is a different kind of bridge that you guys know. But what we wanna do is we wanna push through our feet without actually engaging our glutes. So we want the glutes to be quite loose, and we're actually pushing through the psoas in the feet so that we actually open up the psoas even more. And so we're gonna stay here for about a minute, and when the minute's over, we're gonna take another minute rest. After that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift our knees up 3 increments of 2 to 4 inches. So you're gonna go here for the first one, second one here, third one here, and that's gonna be about a minute each. And when we're gonna be done lifting our knees, that's when we're gonna be in the tremor position where we put our feet about shoulder width apart. And then we're gonna tremor here for the 15 minutes. So just so you know, you're always in control of your tremor. It's involuntary movements, but you're always in control. So if it feels too much, what you wanna do is you wanna just take a break, which is just extend your legs and just let your mind catch up to your body, just integrate. At the end, we're gonna stop, and the stop is to flex your feet, engage the muscles in the legs, have toes to nose, and then that's gonna stop the tremor. I think that's all the information. So after the stop, we're gonna come into just on your side, take a rest, integrate, and then we're gonna push off and come up for a debrief. I'm gonna cue breaks, but if you're recognizing yourself and I'm not cueing it, please take as many breaks as you need if you feel like you're being too activated. So, any questions?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you guys put your heads here. Did you want a little pillow?
Yes, please.
And so we're gonna start with the break. Just to rest, try the positions, see what feels better for you. Either butterfly position, knees in, feet out, or legs extended. So just taking a deep breath here. Feeling the body on the ground. Feeling your breath in your lungs. psoas muscle and relax the glutes. Again, if you feel like you're hitting your 7 out of 10 here, you can take a break and then come back up. You might feel the tremor here, or you might not. Just observing. Areas of tension. Or areas where you feel relaxed. And going down for a rest. Same thing if you're comfortable in your butterfly position or the tent position. And coming back to our bodies, feeling the ground. Come on back in the butterfly position, and this time we're going to lift our knees about a couple inches up. And just noticing here if there's a tremor starting, where it's starting. And yeah, if it feels too much, you can take a break.
Should your back be like arched or like flat?
Not too arched, but not fully flat, just like a neutral spine. Come on up a couple inches again. And again, just noticing the tremor, noticing any areas of tension in the body. Noticing our extremities. And then the last couple inches. And then if you feel like you're activated enough, you can put your feet flat on the ground, shoulder width apart, so a little closer. Yeah, and just inviting the tremor in, noticing where it's starting. emotions come up, knowing that it's a safe space, knowing that you've got the resources within you. And I'm here. What are you noticing, Martina?
Just like my inner thighs are trembling, and my eyes feel, they felt very hot.
What's the emotion coming up?
It's gone now, but it was just sadness.
What are you noticing, Chris?
Just slight tremors in my legs and hot around my nose.
Any emotions coming up?
No, not right now.
So if there's any areas of tension in the body that you feel needs attention, you can bring your attention there, or you can bring a hand there and see if the tremor is going to move to that area. That's just an invitation, you don't have to. And just inviting the tremor where your hand is. I'll invite a break here so we can extend our legs. And just relaxing our feet because we don't want to fully stop the tremor. We just want to take a break. And just observing if anything feels more relaxed in the body, or if there's more tension, if anything feels different or the same. Just an invitation as well to open your eyes is just reorient yourself in the room, knowing that you're still here. And if it feels better to have your eyes closed, you can go back to eyes closed. And just asking your body what it needs right now, in this moment. I'll invite you to come back into the tremor position with your feet flat if that feels what if that's what your body needs in this moment. And just inviting the tremor back. Without forcing, just inviting it. What are you noticing, Christopher?
Just it's hard to say. Just look like it's like a slight. It's like a buzzing kind of throughout the body, like very slight tremors. It seems.
Okay. I'm gonna invite you to bring your heels closer to your butt. Just try and see how that feels. See if the tremor comes on. Mm. Martina, what are you noticing?
It started in my right inner thigh and now both. I feel it and kind of more moving towards my whole legs.
Okay.
Bigger flaps feel like they're coming.
Are you feeling anything upper body wise? Any tension?
And now that I recall to it, I feel like a little bit of a shaking in my jaw. Just a little.
Okay. Just continue observing your whole body or specific areas where it needs attention. And I'll invite you both to just wiggle your fingers for me. Just feeling the extremities, yeah. Are you still feeling your tremor? Okay. And feeling if there's any resistance in the body or in the mind. Not having to change anything, but just noticing. take another break so we can extend our legs. And just taking a deep breath, feeling the ground underneath you. And just noticing what's changed or what's the same, what sensations you have in your body. Noticing if there's, again, any resistance or protection or fear or excitement. So we'll go back up in the tremor for a couple minutes, if that feels like that's what your body needs. And then we'll come to a stop. I'll let you know when that time comes, but we'll do another couple minutes. So just inviting the tremor back. Just an invitation to place your hand on your heart. And just remind yourself that you've got you, that you're safe, that you're here. I'm just taking a minute here to let your mind catch up to your body. Opening your eyes if you need to reorient. And again, just noticing what's the same, what's different in your body. If that feels comfortable, you can come to one side in a bit of a fetal position. If you need a blanket, let me know. And come on up to a seated position and facing me. What are you guys noticing in your body? If you need a second, just take a second to see what's going on in here.
Feels like I just got up from a nap kind of thing. Like sort of like getting my bearings. I wasn't napping though.
What are you feeling in your body? Like any body sensations coming up?
I guess just like a little just more calm, like things aren't kind of moving as quickly. Yeah, so like feels slower, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Where are you feeling that in the body?
Just everywhere from here down.
Okay. So what you were talking about, like the throat and the chest, is kind of calmed down a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. On a level of 1 to 10, 10 being grounded, the most grounded.
I would say I'm like a point up on each. Like maybe I think it was an 8 grounded.
Yeah.
Maybe a 9.
Okay.
I feel like I would need like more time from integration to be able to accurately say the stress one. Definitely not more stress. I feel like I'm less stressed, but I feel like to be accurate, I would have to like settle in more.
Okay. Do you feel floaty a little bit? Okay. So just feel your
What's
body.
floaty?
A little bit of dissociation.
Oh, okay.
So just feel your hands, feel your bum on the ground. Yeah, touch your face, look around. The smell and the people. Just coming back to your body. You can shake it out if you need to. You can jump around, you can dance. Nice. What about you, Martina?
I feel my body more like there's like a buzzing in my body, my hands, my feet. Feel like before my eyes were like half open, even though I tried to keep open them all the way. But now it feels like panoramic. Like I can see things now. Even though my eyes still feel heavy, it feels less like someone's like pushing.
Right. Less like a tunnel vision. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, there's a world out here.
Yes.
Okay. What are you feeling in your body?
This is less intense. It's more down here in my throat, like it's moving. It's less intense, but it's still kind of that like sore feeling.
And is it what kind of, like, is it a tension sore, or like what does this feel like? Like something you want to like get out?
It's like a really deep. Yeah, it's very deep in there. I would, maybe if I like screamed really loud, it would loosen it. I don't know.
Yeah. So in the next session, sound is always welcome. I'll bring that, knowing that that might be an area that needs to move. And you have the same kind of thing area here that's a little tight.
We're moving out of here soon, so we can scream loud. Like, not really loud.
What is the next couple hours looking for you guys? Is there a chance to just kind of integrate, reflect, just be with yourself?
Plan to operate heavy machinery. No, I'm just kidding.
He's back.
Yeah, there's some opportunity for that, yeah.
Okay. And what usually helps with grounding and just kind of being embodied and
That's a great question.
options of journaling, taking a shower, meditation, see what
Yeah.
feels nice, what feels
Maybe a
right.
shower sounds
Yeah.
nice, yeah.
Okay. What about you? Do you have time?
Did I answer your aliveness and grounded question?
No. Thank you for reminding me.
Grounded, I feel more grounded, like a 7, and then aliveness as well, more alive, like 6 or 7 as well.
Beautiful.
But yes, I'm gonna eat some
Yes.
cabbage rolls.
Yes.
Not eat cabbage rolls. And then I have a bit of time. I might have a bath when I get home.
Nice. Awesome. Okay. Do you guys have any questions? Well, I'll check up on you guys tomorrow. But in the meantime, obviously, I'll be with you. But in the meantime, you can always reach out if anything comes up.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Thank you guys so
Yay.
much.